Boom. It's another Tuesday. It's in December, which that means it is the Siser's Crafty Christmas, Creators Christmas. And today, I'm really excited. Actually, the rest of this week, I'm extremely excited because we have a fantastic week planned. Not only are we going to get into a fun project today, which I'll announce here in a second, the other part of that is we are doing a massive, and I mean a massive giveaway. The biggest giveaway that we've done this year yet. So what I need everybody to do as we're hopping in the live, and I'm going to say it here in another minute too, is do me a favor. Wherever you're at, whether on Facebook or YouTube or Instagram, find that share button, share this out to all of your friends, your family, aunts, uncles, cousins, creator friends, craft group people, your Bible study, I don't care where it is. Share it out. Get everybody involved this year because we're doing a massive giveaway and you might just get lucky enough to win. But hey everyone, I'm excited for another Tuesday, another fun craft that we're gonna do today, or a couple of different things. But this time we're gonna need your help, and I'm gonna put this in the top of the live. For all of you out there that have your own business logos that are in a PNG format or SVG format, or if you have any fun projects that you've recently started getting into that's either in a PNG format or SVG format, make sure that you send those on in to social@siserna.com. That is social@siserna.com. I have two fantastic people sitting in the back room that we announce every single week and we'll do in one moment. But they're going to be monitoring those emails for me. They're going to be intaking some, and we're going to have some fun with EasyColor DTV. But I'm also going to hop into software because you know we want to show you a little bit of Leonardo. We're going to show you a little bit about the Juliet as we've been using the Juliet more and more. But with that said, I need those logos and stuff. So as of right now, make sure that you send us an email, social@siserna.com. Somebody can put it up on IG in the comments just so they have it. And then we're actually going to intake those PNG format or SVG format. We're going to show you how to use EasyColor DTV to create something really, really cool. And then, you know, like anything else, if I create your logo, we'll try to mark those down of who we created, get some addresses. We're going to send you, obviously, what we made today, too. So start doing that. But as you guys know, Siser, we're here to do another fun live, have some fun for this holiday season. We hope that you guys are enjoying December so far. For all of us here in Michigan, we've gotten our first, I'm going to call it the first official snowfall was last night because it was the first time that it actually stuck long enough to be considered snowfall. So we're already getting really close to December 25th. We're getting really close to Christmas time and we have no snow here. So all of our friends up in the north, the northeast, everywhere, send us some love. Send us some of your snow just for a couple of days so we can get a nice little blanket. We can take all of our holiday pictures and then we can get it out of here. I'm calling the Heat Meister early this year. Heat Miser. Miser, not Meister. Anyways, you guys know. So anyway, hanging out on Instagram today for us, monitoring comments as well as working the cam is Chloe. Say hi, Chloe.
Hello.
And then you guys know on Facebook and YouTube, Trev is hanging out, hitting the ones and the twos, making sure everything looks good. Say hi, Trev.
Hey, everybody.
Alrighty, and then you already know him, the maestro of all things copy, the one, the only, I don't say the only one in the world, but the only one that I care about right at this very moment. Adam hanging out in the back. Say hi, Adam.
Hey, everyone.
And then it goes without saying, the maestro for the evening, you know her, it is...
Hi, Anna.
Bingo, it's Anna. So I got a few people in the back that are monitoring comments. There's some folks upstairs that are monitoring all the comments as well for us. So make sure that if you have any questions about anything that we're doing, we'll make sure to try to answer your questions here live as well. But, you know, try to give us a little bit of time to get all of those comments out after these lives. We like to still reach out to you as well. Make sure that you're following along on all platforms too, especially for this giveaway. You're going to want to maybe do that as a pro tip. However, today we're having some fun. So this is the final week of the Siser Christmas, I'm going to call it the Siser Christmas Spectacular that we've been running the last 3 weeks. We've had some awesome fun. We've shown you how to make your own custom patterns. We've shown you how to do some paper crafts. We've shown you some really cool materials. We've shown you how to cut some stuff. We've shown you in software. Now we're wrapping up for a really fun project, and we thought that it'd be no better way to show these really cool things, like our EasyColor DTV, is by doing what we've done before, where you guys send us in your logos, again, PNG format, SVG format, send those on in to social@CaesarNA, and we're gonna make some here on the live. But we have some other things that are at the top that I wanna talk about really quick. You guys, we appreciate all of the posts, all of the photos you're sharing, the projects you're making. Continue to post those out in the Siser North America support group. But do me a huge favor, post those in all of your groups. First of all, you're showing everybody in your groups how incredible of a creator you are and a maker you are, but also you're allowing them to see the benefit in using Siser, the high quality materials, the different textures and feels, the easy to work with materials, the easy to work with cutters and software. We need your help. We want to get the word out there even more this year and going into 2024, but we're gonna need you guys to help us along the way. So thank you, thank you, thank you in advance for everything that you have been doing, and we're really excited for what you're doing. So really quick, let's go over to YouTube and Facebook, check our comments really fast, we'll run over to Instagram, and then we're gonna hop in to the project, because hopefully we have some floating in there. Go for it, Trev. What do we got on Facebook? I'll do the Instagram, our YouTube ones.
Yeah, here we got Anna Crummett says,
Hey.
We've had some good flurries here in Maryland this morning.
There we go. See, that's awesome.
Tyler Brooks says hi to me specifically. Hey, Tyler.
Hey, nice. We got a fan. I like it. I like it.
Treese Williams says hello, Siser crew.
Hey.
Kristen Senchi is here. Says
Hello.
hi, Chloe specifically.
Wow. We're getting some fans in the room now. I like that. This is awesome.
We've got Donna Guerrera who
Okay.
says hello from Connecticut.
Hey.
Mitchell Lane says hi, everyone.
Nice. Now, you already
Maybe
know.
it's Michelle. I'm sorry.
Michelle
It's
Lane?
Michelle. I'm really sorry.
Sorry about that, Michelle. But do we have the name that you know what I'm looking for, Trev? Do we have the name in there?
Oh, wait.
Is he here?
I think, hold on.
Warsaw.
Hold on. Let me,
Oh, I was looking over on YouTube too. I didn't see.
I thought I saw him. I thought I did.
All right, well, Thomas, if you're here, we appreciate you being here. Welcome back, my friend. It's been a couple of weeks since we've seen you here. So if you are here, awesome. Hello. Make sure that you're chiming in. Let's go over to YouTube really.
No, I don't see him.
That's okay.
Okay.
I'm going to run over
You
to.
did?
I did see him.
Okay.
See, you're here. Maybe listen, internet connection in Warsaw today is just a little shoddy. That's okay, Thomas, because we can always hashtag replay. All right, let me hop over into YouTube really quick. So, Kristen, you said hi to Chloe specifically on Facebook, but I'm seeing you here in the comments on YouTube too. So you're got to be dual screen action right now, which is awesome. Thank you for the support. Sharon is in the comments as well. Look, it's Santa. This is more of my like Siser elf on the shelf attire, and I appreciate it because the belt throws a lot of people off, and obviously we know the one that does throw everybody off. But anyways, it's Elf on the Shelf today. Thank you. We got Northern AZ in. Hello. Cassandra's hanging out with us. Merry almost Christmas. I appreciate you for that. Merry almost Christmas to you too. We got Roseanne. We got DB in here. We got Karen in here. Crystal's in here. Cassie. Let's see. And Linda's in here. So thank you guys so much for hanging out with us. Let's run over to Instagram really quick, just see who we have hanging out, and then we're going to hop in.
From England.
Ooh, I like.
Yeah, lots of people.
All right.
Hi, CYN. Sins Tumblr says hi. I love your Siser Easy PSB.
Yeah, awesome. Well, thank you so much. We appreciate it. All right, so let's do this. Let's just
Quick
go ahead.
confirmation, yes. Thomas says, I'm here.
There he is. Hey, Thomas. Listen, you have become a celebrity in this studio, and I promise you specifically, I need like a Warsaw, like one of those magnets that you get just at like a rest stop, a gas station, something, because in the new set, I want to be able to mount that magnet inside one of the doors. So if you find one, Thomas, let me know, and I want to buy it and have it sent here, if that's okay, because you have become a staple in the studio, just so you're aware. We literally talk about you all the time, so we appreciate you, sir. All right, let's go into really quick. I'm just going to pull up the first design that we actually had sent in. So we're gonna hop directly into Leonardo really quick to show you, and like you guys already know, I'm gonna hit Control-I, which is going to allow me to import, and it looks like one of the first ones. Do we have a name for the Marvelous Makers logo? Linda, okay.
Linda Majewski.
Linda Majewski?
I might have butchered that. I'm so sorry.
Okay, well, if we did butcher it, we apologize for any names. We always apologize for those in advance. But Linda Majewski has a really, really cool logo, Marvelous makers. So we're gonna actually bring this in now. She sent us a PNG file, so thank you so much. Make sure if you're sending these into social at CaesarNA.com, you're doing PNG or SVG. But on the first screen, when we go to import, it's going to recognize this file as a PNG file. And what we're able to do is select from a couple options, print and cut or background image. Now in this case, we want to do obviously a cool design, being that we are able to with some of those really, really fine details in there. So we're going to actually select print and cut. Now on the next screen, what we're going to do is this is where we can start building out and eliminating a lot of that background if it's not already automatically removed, and get those pixels as close to our cut lines as we possibly can. And that's a great tool in here called the mask tolerance. Now I know for this particular design, it's a lot of fine line work, so you're not going to see every single one of them. However, what you can do by moving the mask tolerance and sliding that, let me see if I can zoom way in here for us on the design. Oh yeah, this will work perfect. So right now within this design, I can see that there's all this fine line, fine white lines in here. Now these are pixels that are spilling over and not taking on the color, obviously, of the pixels next to them. So I can use this mask tolerance tool, and as you can see, as I move it up, I'm removing or eliminating as much of that as I possibly can. This is just going to ensure that when we actually go to do our cut, we're as close as possible to our design without having to basically do an inset. Now, on the next screen, when we hit next, this is a great place where we can start smoothing out our lines and how crisp some of those corners are going to be, as well as the contour area and setting parameters for how big or how large that contour is. I don't need to do anything right now. I'm also gonna keep it on include holes for this particular project, which is going to allow me to, I have some pieces of like the inside of the R, the inside of the O, and those pieces and elements into my design. So once I hit next, this is going to bring me into my contour offset. Now, a new update in Leonardo Design Studio, if you haven't discovered this yet before, is instead of doing an offset that moves to the outer boundary of your design, we now have the ability to do an inset. Now, what this inset does is I zoom in really, really close to this design, is we can see the actual cut line cutting into our design itself. Well, with this inset, that's actually allowing me to bring that cut line deeper into my image itself, which is going to allow for us not to have to add what you typically would use if you're using Design Space or you're using your Silhouette Studio where you're adding a bleed on your design. This is essentially doing the opposite of that. It's just cutting the line a little bit closer inside the boundaries of your design or inside all of the contours of your design, so you don't have to necessarily add that bleed later on. However, we don't cheat around here. We like to do just a standard contour offset. I want to keep it at 0, and then I'm going to hit finish. Now with this design, let's see what this will look good on. I brought a couple different ones. Here we go. From our friends over at Sanmar, we have a couple of cool options. So number one, I have the black bag, which is just a standard like tote bag. I think that this is awesome for carrying materials. This also, guys, just so you know, this is longer than 12 inches across, so you can fit your 12-inch sheets in here, carry those on to your next thing. So let's say I'm grabbing my Juliet or my Cricut or my Silhouette or my Brother or whatever it may be. I can get all my supplies in my bag, throw it over your shoulder like a Continental Soldier, and then you can go on to your event. Also, we have another cool product from Sanmar. This is one that was launched last year, and I'm actually really excited about it, and this is the one we've been using a lot this year, which is the drawstring bags. These things are really, really cool because it's, again, easy to carry everything in, and with a cool company logo, cover my mic up, with a cool company logo or a design, you can display this anywhere you go. So we're gonna do bags for you guys because I like doing the bags, make it a little bit easier to carry them around, but also it's something that's useful, I think, in my opinion. So let's see what we got. Anything over there? All right. Oh, hey, DB, thank you so much. Thank you so much for saying you love my outfit today. I appreciate you. All right, with that, I think for this one, depending on how our cut goes, I'm gonna use the same size design for both, but we'll decide whether we wanna put on the gray or we wanna put it on the black afterwards. So I'm gonna go into Leonardo Design Studio, and when I have my design initially up, I'm gonna go ahead and select the printer option. Now I'm just gonna find the printer that we're using right now, which is the T9500. Is a Canon printer. I'm going to hit OK because we're just going to do an 8.5 by 11 sheet. And I'm going to bring my image into the middle of my workboard. Now, you guys may be asking yourself, Patrick, your margins do not look like mine on my computer in my Leonardo Design Studio. Let me explain why. There's an option within the Preference tab that you can actually change and create smaller print margins. So the standard print margin, just on this particular design, let me actually turn it off, and I can show you what it looks like. Hit accept, and then we're going to turn on and off our print. And then I still want to go to that 8.5 by 11 page. So as you can see, you have about a 1/2 inch or a 1/4 inch on this side and 1/8 of an inch on the edges of your material, or a 1/4 inch, one of the two. I apologize for not having that right now. But if we want to increase the amount of printable space on our page, what we're going to do first is we're going to go to File, hover over the Preferences tab, and then select All Preferences. In this All Preferences menu, there is a small page margins option. Hit accept, and then the last step is we're going to deselect and then reselect our print and cut, actual print and cut job printed page option, which now you can see that those margins are much, much smaller than they were before. So let's get a good big cut of this design, because I think this is an awesome one to do. And we're going to center this out. And then I don't necessarily need my print margins, my registration marks all that far from my image. And actually, I'm going to show you a way that you can save a little bit of space and have the ability to actually not use a mat with your designs too. So I'm just going to arrange my artwork so it's in the bottom portion of my actual print itself. Now I got to go over to my printer really quick, and we're going to load up, while we're looking at a couple comments, we're going to load up some EasyColor DTV. And again, when I'm loading this up, depending on how your printer prints, there is a printable side, which is a white, pure white side of our DTV, and then there is a non-printable side, which is actually like a bluish frosted carrier. Those are going to be your identifiers. The white side is what we're printing on. Now with the Canon, because it's going to roll the page over, I want to just make sure I load it in the bottom tray with the carrier side up. Go ahead, Anna. What's up?
Johnny asks, when will Leonardo have the option for multiple pass cutting? And then also, is there a solution for that right now without having a button?
Honestly, the multiple pass cutting, the easiest way to do that currently, or at least the way that I do it normally, is I wait for my cut to be done and I just send the cut. I leave the blade in the same position and I just send the cut again. I know that there's some folks that have some other workarounds. If you're in here too, I know that you have a small workaround as well for the multiple passes, but that's a great option. And actually, I know it's one that we're talking about super, super regularly. So we'll definitely have that soon, if not already. It may be also something that we're testing right now and it just hasn't gotten to me yet. So if it hasn't gotten to me and us yet and we're still testing it, that means that we're already one step closer. And as soon as I know, you're gonna know. Alrighty. Any other questions on those types of topics? That works. Let me, let's see. Let's see on YouTube. Love the outfit. Okay, cool. Just making sure, seeing who has questions and who doesn't. All right, so what we're going to go ahead and do in software is we're going to have our Send Design menu up. Now there's two options that are, oh yeah, sorry, Chloe, do you have one? All right, one popped in.
How's your day?
Hey. Our day's going awesome. Hey, more importantly, how's your day going, Rose? But my day's going fantastic, and we appreciate it. Or you said Raul? Oh, Raul, sorry. I think you said Rose Creation. Raul's Creations. My day's going fantastic. Thank you, thank you, thank you for asking. So on this menu, we're going to have two different screens that you'll see. We have our printed artwork. As Trev, we need a room cam for Trev when he's moving around. I love it. So we have our printed artwork is going to be on one window, and then we have our cutting contours on another window. Now I will tell you in advance with this one, just be looking at the actual design itself. The gold lines are a little thin, so we're going to see how thin we can get. Not the limitation of the cutter necessarily, but sometimes there's limitations with material. But we're going to find out together. So I'll go ahead and hit my print artwork, select everything. And then all I'm going to do is, instead of selecting printable PDF, I'm going to hit desktop, make sure my 9500 is there, make sure that my printer paper size is input correctly. I do not mirror my EasyColor DTV. So this is a great distinction at this screen. Don't mirror your EasyColor itself. And then for the ones that ask about multiple passes, One thing that's recently been added into Leonardo is the multiple copies that you can print from these as well. So I'm assuming that those are coming very, very soon. So I'm going to go ahead and hit print, and you'll probably see it yelling at me for ink because, you know, Canon loves pop-ups. Canon, you guys, I love you, but you guys love pop-ups on screen for ink stuff. So we're going to go ahead and let that one print out. There we go. And then there is my little pop-up. Cool, cool. And now we're printing out our EasyColor. Now there's two things that I can do with this. You guys already know one of the easiest ways, throw your EasyColor onto a cutting mat. This allows your EasyColor to stay in place while you're cutting, and especially when you're going as close to edge as you possibly can on a design, it's great to use the mat. For a design like this though, ooh, this printed out really, really nice. It actually printed out pretty nice. I like that a lot. That's a cool design. So for this actual design, because I left some space above here, I have enough room for the pinch wheels to actually grab the material, so I don't need a cutting mat. And a lot of times when I'm only doing one design at a time, I may use this top piece for Sharpie and make inside shirt labels. I may make certain little labels for things that I'm handwriting, but I always keep those little scraps even if I'm wasting a little bit. But because of this design, the size of it, I know I couldn't fit two on the 8.5 by 11. That's when I want to move over to the 11 by 17 size sheets, right? So if I want to do multiple on one sheet, it's best to scale your artwork and then figure out your material from there. But honestly, in my opinion, I would have both on hand just in case, because you never know when you're going to run into one problem or the other. So I'm going to go ahead and load this onto the Juliet here. I'm going to place my blade in the bottom left-hand corner. And actually, you know what, before I do that, I'm going to pick just kind of what I call a dead space on the design itself. And either I'm going to pick it inside my registration mark, so like in particular, and you probably don't see this super well, but my design actually ends right here. I'm just bringing my blade off to the edge of my design. I want to do a quick test cut, make sure everything's cutting properly, so that when I actually get into cutting my design, I'm not wasting the material by cutting everything and realizing that it doesn't work. So let's go ahead, peel that, and then peel the inner portion. It looks like we're cutting beautifully right now. So now I can go on and load and line up the blade just on the inside of that bottom left registration mark, okay? So now that I have my blade loaded up right on just on the inside of that registration mark, I'm gonna hop back into software, select my print file, or I mean my cut file itself, and I'm going to check on the connection. So I have this set up for currently right now to work on Wi-Fi. So I'm going to go over to my Wi-Fi settings really fast, check my IP address, make sure that all of that is correct. Let's go to 203. And like I told you guys before, once you put the IP address into Leonardo on the Connect Your Cutter with Wi-Fi screen, and you select the arrow, if the screen goes away immediately, that means that you are connected. If it gives you an error message, that means either we need to change IP address, maybe something's incorrect, maybe my cutter's not connected, or my computer's not connected to the same network in the room. But now that that works, all I have to do is simply hit send to cutter, send this on over, and then my cutter will start doing all of the work for me. Now, yeah, go ahead. Cool. And then now, as you can see right currently, my cutter is scanning all the registration marks. Oh, I think I just messed it up. Sorry. Let me bring this back here. Change my cut speed settings so that we actually register a little bit faster. Okay, let's go ahead and send this on over one more time. Register my first mark, and then it will go, after it found that first mark and centered it, it's gonna go to my second mark, my third mark, then my fourth. That's the process. I got you guys. And then once it finds that third mark, which in this case is a great indicator we might time out. Hold on, listen for it. So bingo, so we timed out. So there's actually a great opportunity when this happens. All I'm gonna do is tap on the corner of my registration mark, because I can see currently right now that my registration mark is in frame. I'm just gonna tap my finger on the corner, which will automatically move the crosshair and select OK. Once my cutter has properly registered this, in some cases, like you hear right now, that it didn't register, I'm gonna hit OK again, and we're gonna see if we can get it to process itself, and if it can't, there we go. And if it couldn't, what we were gonna do is we're gonna simply hit the X, stop our cut, so that we're not actually cutting anything out before we get a proper registration. So in the event that those happen, as you just saw me, it's a quick 2-second fix, don't panic. you work from one thing to the next. So the first step is making sure that that crosshair is hitting the corner of your design. The second step is making sure that your cutter is actually achieving or seeing those designs. So I'm looking right now at the lines here, and I'm just gonna stop it for 1 second, seeing that the lines on the bottom look like they didn't cut out super well. So let's go ahead and do this. We're gonna still run our cut on this one just like we wanted to. I picked the hardest one first too. And then what I'm gonna do is, in this event that I'm seeing that there's a limitation of, say, the material, I'm just gonna switch over, instead of the gold being printed, what I'm gonna allow it to do, let me just change it one more time. Remember, we had to check, let it fail, and then there we go. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, instead of using the DTV to print that color for us, I would just then switch over to either a gold glitter or a gold electric or another gold color to accent this design that we had sent in. Do we have any questions coming in, by the way? Huh? Yeah, I know. Well, hey, there we go, right there. Is there a shelf? Yeah, go ahead.
Ellie chimed in with her hack. She said to make a copy of the cut line and stack them on top of each other so to
that's
complete
smart.
multiple passes.
I
And
like that.
actually, Stephanie had told me when she was visiting here that this is the only software that'll duplicate directly
Yeah.
on top and have no
There won't be any
room
offset
for error.
from one to the other, yeah. That's a really, really good hack. See, that's why I reach out to Ellie sometimes, even for me. We exchange, we share ideas all the time. Do we have anything coming in on YouTube, anything on Instagram while this one's cutting out? And I'm gonna start looking for the next one, actually, while we're doing that.
Nothing on Instagram.
All right. Let's see.
Judy said, good idea on adding gold.
Which Judy is that?
Judy Engelman.
Hey, nice. Thank you. Yes. That, sometimes, again, we're not at limitations, and I think this is a big distinction that we have to make. As you can see right now, if we're over on the cutter cam, like it's tearing up my line right now. And it's really only because that contour is so close to that material and that cut have to interact with each other at some point. So what we're gonna do for this one is we're going to simply send in, and actually this is a great way that I'll show you this, is I'll show you how to create let's do not Friday, but following week, following live from Friday's live. Let's show you how you can actually take a PNG, and I'll show you how to break it down and create an SVG. That's a good topic for a live, Anna. So, okay. So what we're gonna go ahead and do is I'm just gonna weed out all of the dead cavities and spaces in this design. Alrighty. Also too, while we're doing this, I do wanna mention to you guys as well, I know we're just kind of casually doing a craft and having some fun today, but there is a really, really great sale that's going on right now at one of our friends' stores. Sam's Club right now is having an incredible sale. We just launched a bundle in there not too long ago, which was, I believe, $29.97. Somebody fact check me just on the price, but $29.97 for 12 by 12 sheets. So there's a lot of material. There's a lot of feet in that material. And these are great ways for you guys to grab last minute gifts. Now, the cool part is I looked this morning just because I was perusing the interwebs like I do sometimes, and that deal actually is $10 off right now. So I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that it's $19.97 for that same exact deal. So prices were right on there? The price is right, Bob Barker. All right, well, we might get caught for copyright. No big deal, it's fine. But yeah, there's a great deal going on right now at Sam's Club, at your local Sam's Club. Go in store to get that deal. I know they have an online sale as well, but make sure that you go in store, find that pallet, take a picture of it, tag us in it. We want to see that they're there. We want to know what you guys are buying when, because it's great opportunities for us to go back and say, you know what, a lot of people loved these deals, these sales, and love some of these promotions that we're doing, especially through some of our retail partners and our resellers and our distributors. I mean, they're all over the place, guys. They're all over the place where you can find these last-minute Christmas gifts for the crafter in your life, or if you are a crafter and you're looking to make something fun for the people, then it's a great opportunity to make something fun for the people as well. So let me go ahead and finish weeding out this design. And then what we're gonna do is I'm actually gonna keep this same exact one. My mind is percolating. My mind's thinking of ideas right now. So I'm actually gonna keep this same exact design, and I'm not gonna send this to you yet, For this particular one, I'm going to use this exact one to show with some of the finer line work, especially like the circles above and below, how sometimes we need to use a different type of material, or it's easy to use multiple materials, mixed media, and we can still get them done fast and effectively. So let's go ahead and pick out the last couple of pieces. And because there's some little stragglers and stuff in here, what I'm actually going to do for this design is I'm going to go ahead and mask it really quick, see what lays down, and I can always flip my design over to rework some of those contours. What's up, Anna?
We have a comment saying, is there a way to reset your Juliet? I did a calibration, but the print and cut was off afterwards.
Yes, reach out to us at support@siserna.com so we can walk you through the proper steps to do that. So support@siserna.com, or you can always reach out to us at social@SiserNA. That's managed by myself, Anna, and Adam. We will make sure that those get to the proper sources when you do have those technical issues, especially if it comes to like resetting your machine or factory resetting and things like that. So I'm going to go ahead and squeege out this design. I masked it. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull my design off, but there's a few little bit of line, or a few pieces of line work that kind of got a little scraggly in there. So I'm just going to grab my weeder wherever I put it, and I'm just going to make sure that those are all, I'm using the adhesive basically of my mask to my advantage. So if I take my adhesive and I just unstick it, I should be able to lay it down where they kind of naturally fall. And what you'll find out with heat transfer vinyl, which is one thing that I really, really love, is the forgiveness of heat transfer vinyl, especially when we're looking and working with really fine lines. A lot of times what happens is that cut and that angle is still proper. What we're struggling to find is how to line that up. So a lot of times I just take a piece of material off and I lay it down naturally, and it will fall into place where it's supposed to fall by itself. So let's go ahead and remove that one. Alrighty. And then I'm going to reverse weed a couple little cavities that it looks like I missed here, which I should be good, should be good, should be good. Okay. And I'm going to take the gray one, and again, like I said, I'm going to do the first press on this, and I'm going to actually keep this one aside for not this coming Friday, but for the next live that we do following that. I'm going to actually show you not only how to convert a PNG to creating an SVG when we have simple PNGs to work with, but I'm also going to show you how to take some of the elements out of a design, utilize an example of that. So let's go ahead and apply that one. 305 degrees is what we're looking for 10 to 15 seconds is what I like to apply all of my DTV at. Let me just take this one little piece that doesn't want to come off. There you go. Okay, cool, cool. So we'll go ahead and cover it up. Now there's two ways that you can cover EasyColor DTV. What I always like to do when I have full coverage, I do my first press for a couple of seconds, and that allows just the material itself to release from that carrier for us. Just like that. And then what I'll go ahead and do is just take the carrier sheet for the EasyColor, lay that on over my design, and I'll apply that for the rest of the time. So with this one, we're applying this. Let's go ahead and look and see what other design we have that we can do. So I'm going to open up a new artboard. There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you this real quick. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to show you this again on the live when we actually go to creating the next part of it. So let's go and put this right here. All right. Let's see. Let me just clean up my space, and we'll do one more here, just because obviously I talk too much. But make sure you're sticking around to the end of this one, because there is a giveaway that I got to talk about, and it's going to be fun. But I'm refusing to talk about it while I'm doing this. And not because I don't want to show you guys or I don't want to tell you all the fun. It's really just because my brain doesn't compute 9,000 things at once. That's all. All right, so let me double check really quick, see what other ones that we have here. This one was funny. Whoever Jailhouse Designs is, did this come through IG? Like, did anybody signify? Okay. This one is hilarious. I love this one a lot too. So I'm going to go ahead through the same screens. We're going to set it up. We brought it in as a PNG. We're going to select print and cut, and then we're going to go on to our mask tolerance. Now this design was actually, this one was thought of as far as, the actual print and cut ability. So with that, I don't really have to do much with the mask tolerance. You saw a very, very limited touch-up in that one. And then now what I'm going to do is simply go to my next screen. I have my smoothing levels. And for this one, I'm going to actually show you, I'm going to purposely put a contour around this. But I want to show you how we can kind of create, you know what, actually I don't want to do that maybe. That might be too much of a contour. You know, let's do it anyways. Let's add a contour around this one, because I also love showing how to add the actual contours around. So we have a cut contour that's a little bit wider than our design, but I'm going to show you how to multiply this. So let's go ahead and select our printer, T9500. We're on an 8.5 by 11 page, and let's say that we want to create these at, let's go 2.5 inches. So I'm going to change my width to 2.5. And now I'm going to use, remember that tile array. So if you're a Leonardo Design Studio basic user, you're not using the pro version, simply copy and paste your designs, and you can move those all over the page, and we make it really convenient as you see that I'm building this very quickly, okay? But there's a faster way to do it. Being that you are a Leonardo Pro subscriber, you can actually select one of the images, come down to your arrange tools, hit tile array, and then we can hit auto fit. Now in that auto fit, we can also select the gaps in between our design. We can hit auto fit again, which will then multiply our design by however much will fit within that page itself. So hit apply, and it looks like here that I have my, my registration marks are as far as they can go on my page itself. I'm ready to go on to the next page of the print then cut. So let's go ahead and hit send design. And then from there, what I'm going to do is, again, I have both of my designs. Let me just move that down into frame. I have my contour lines and I have my actual design itself. But what I want to do, let's go ahead and center that as best as possible. And then this one should already be centered as well, so we're good. I'm going to go ahead and print my first page, and then what we're going to do is start setting up and prepping. So this is a great way, we're using EasyColor DTV, a great way to do quick, fast labels when it comes to, you know, working in an environment where we want to brand everything. So there we go. That one's working through. There's my pop-up. Thanks, Canon. We appreciate you for that. Always keeping us in check. While we're waiting for this to print, do we have any comments coming on any questions coming from anywhere? We're good? Okay. Let's get a couple of answers on what you guys are planning for the rest of this week, because I know that some of you guys are business owners, so you're making products all the time. Some of you guys are just crafting and you're getting ready for the holidays. Let's hear about some really cool, maybe fun holiday crafts that you have coming up. Our family just did, and I'm sorry about everybody in the room, but our family just did their big cookie party, and I have literally a massive tray of cookies to bring in, and Adam is literally glaring at me right now, and I'm sorry, Adam. I knew that was going to happen. But they just did their big cookie party. You guys have any traditions like that? Do you guys have any fun things where everybody gets together, the kids get together, the adults get together, they get to have fun? Chloe, do you got anything like that you guys do every year?
On Christmas Eve, I always decorate a gingerbread house.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I like
And by
that.
decorate a gingerbread house, I mean like go really hard on the front of it and then,
Okay.
and then eat the rest of the candy.
That's it. So there's a debate in my house. I was talking to Amanda about doing gingerbread houses, and she despises them only because she hates like having to get the frosting and stuff to stick. Do you got any pro tips on that one for us?
Nope.
Okay. She's like, nah, right away. She's like, nah.
Super glue.
Well, so that's what I thought about doing, is just hot gluing everything together once they're done.
Because who really like eats the gingerbread house? Like, all
That's
you do
true.
is just pick the candy off.
I feel like most of the eating of the gingerbread house is just the candy, like while you're making it. Other than that, it's a display. It rots in a couple days, and nobody wants to eat it anymore. It's just like pumpkins on Halloween. I mean, I'm not being bitter, guys, about Halloween or holidays, but on Halloween, when we have a bunch of pumpkins outside, I just know in 2 days, either a kid's gonna run by the house and smash them, or the squirrels are getting into them, or field mice, or whatever else is running around these houses. So, all right, so we have our print, and then what I'm gonna go ahead and do is set up our cut. Again, I'm using a cutting mat for this one, if you guys didn't notice while we were talking. Using the cutting mat, and the only reason I'm using a cutting mat for this one is just because I'm trying to get as much of that DTV covered with my designs as I possibly can. So let's go ahead, set my cutter up, hit send to cutter, and then once we hit send to cutter, our cutter will start to register. Again, it hits the first one, hits the second one, hits the third one, and then it'll move over to the fourth one. Do we have a positive? And it saw that one right away, and now it's going to town on cutting. Now the reason why I added the simple contour this time is because I also want to show you a great option with EasyColor DTV. Not only just like this design where we have to mask it a little bit, this design itself is we can just peel those off now of that EasyColor, so these can be inside of shirt labels, tags, bags, stuff like that. And you know what I'm gonna do? Let's go ahead and grab a shirt really quick, and I'll show you exactly how we can do this. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab a shirt. I think this one's good. I don't even know whose this is, so we're just pressing on somebody's shirt, if that's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and do a quick pre-press. I'm gonna actually do this for an inside collar. So a lot of these new shirts have the rip-away tags. This is a great opportunity for us to make our own custom inside of the shirt tag. So not only do your customers have a really cool design, but they also now have your brand right at their fingertips. So as this is finishing up our cutting, we've already pressed our garment and we're gonna use this for the inside of a tag. But I think first, what we need to do, Anna, it's time to do a giveaway. Not because Anna's yelling at me, but it's time to do a giveaway.
Oh, I've been waiting.
So with that, we have an incredible opportunity for you guys on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube. Listen up. This is the time where you turn the volume up high on your phones, your computers. I don't care if your boss is around. Have them come in too and make them enter this contest. So you guys know that the last 3 weeks, not only have we done HTV, we've done PSV, we've done DTV, we've done all the V's out there, right? We've done everything. We are bundling up. I mean, I don't know how anybody got away with this, but here's the giveaway for Friday. Not only are we doing this, and again, Anna's gonna correct me if I'm wrong on any of this, we have 1 grand prize winner on each platform and 2 runner-ups on both platforms, Instagram and Facebook, okay? So anybody on YouTube, make sure that you're over on Facebook or Instagram, make sure you're following us and enter the giveaway there. I promise you in 24, we're gonna find a lot of creative ways to do these giveaways. We will not forget about you, YouTube, I promise. However, all prizes are going to include everything from the last 3 weeks here at Siser North America. So we're talking about, let's see, Decorate tool set, squeegee, Decorate magazine, brochures. We got some slap braces, the t-shirt confetti you guys love. 2 12x12 sheets. What is this one? 2 12x12 sheets of all the material. Oh my God. You're doing 2 of each? Make sure your boss is listening, guys, at your desk right now. 2 12x12 sheets of all materials given away in the previous weeks, plus 5 DTV sheets and mask, plus, boop, instructions included. But then also we have, I already said the t-shirt confetti. Here's why you want to enter this one. You guys know that I fight, Anna fights, we all fight here at Siser about what are the coolest giveaways, and this one was Anna's idea, so I'm gonna give it to her this time. We are giving away on Facebook, no, on Instagram, we are giving away one of these bad boys, a Juliet high definition cutter here at Siser. Holy moly. On Facebook, we are giving away a Romeo. So not only do the runner-ups get all the stuff in the packs for the last 3 weeks, it's a lot of material, but not only do you get that, but somebody on IG is going to win a Juliet high definition cutter, and somebody on Facebook is going to win a Romeo. Now, I got it really quick before I start hyperventilating, because I'm not allowed to enter these things ever. Let me go ahead and go how to enter these giveaways. You got to follow, make sure that you like, and you comment on the post, and it's already out, right? Already went out, just went out, so there'll be a post on both platforms that are pinned. I know the one on Facebook's more than likely pinned. Instagram, that one's probably pinned too. Make sure that you like, you share, you follow. Make sure that you, are we commenting anything in that one? What are we commenting on that one?
Tag a crafty friend that
Oh.
needs one under their Christmas tree.
Okay, perfect. So tag a crafty friend. Tag a crafty friend. The craftiest friend that I know that's in this room right now is Trev. I just wanted to see how many other people would glare at me.
He's
if I said,
lying.
all right, hold on, let me try this again. Is Adam. Then everybody else glares at me. It is Anna. See, okay, anyway. Tag a crafty friend. But here's a bonus entry. You guys already know there's bonus entries every week. Make sure that you're sharing in your stories or sharing into your page and tagging Siser North America. And I would even advise you, all of your groups that you're a part of, after this video is over, make sure that you hit share, you select the groups option, and you share it in your groups, because somebody on Instagram and somebody on Facebook is gonna win a Juliet on one, a Romeo on the other, and way, way, way too much material that hopefully I'm not having to pack. All right, so with that, we got a big, big giveaway that's coming up on Friday. We're also doing something very special this Friday. I'm going to forewarn you, we're getting crafty, but in a different way than you might normally see us. We're going to be getting crafty and having an extravaganza here at Siser. We're gonna be playing some games, having some fun. So make sure that you're tuning in because you never know. With that giveaway, maybe we're playing for a giveaway. I don't know. You never know what's happening here. So make sure that you're following along on Instagram, on Facebook, on YouTube, on TikTok. Check us out on Pinterest. Everywhere that you get your crafty ideas, everywhere that you see your content, everywhere that you are, we are. Enter this incredible giveaway again. You're getting a lot of stuff in there. We talked about the Sam's Club discount earlier in here. If you didn't chime in earlier in the live, Sam's Club is doing a deal right now. It was $29.95 for 12 sheets of incredible material, hand-selected by our team here and packaged for Sam's Club. But if you go in-store today, they have $10 off, which brings it to $19.97 for that same exact pack, which is a huge steal. And then also, you guys already know, which we talked about last week and the week before, Leonardo Design Studio Pro is on a discount right now. $4.99 monthly for month-to-month subscribers, and then $49.99 per year. And all you have to do is type in the promo code HOLIDAY23 for the $4.99 a month, and then HOLIDAY23YR for the year-to-year membership as well of Leonardo Design Studio. Do we have anything else as we're wrapping up?
Wasn't there some other kind of discount that was happening today?
Which one? The Michaels one, I think we have. Michaels one. What was the Michaels one today? I believe, if I'm not mistaken, I just want to throw this out here. If I'm not mistaken, and again, Anna can fact check me or Adam can, somebody on the computer, I believe Michaels right now has the Juliet for $100 off. Is that correct? I mean, guys, these are deals. Get out there, find your products. You know that we're here to support you in any way that we can. We have incredible educators around our equipment, around our cutters, but our materials, our cutters aside, or software aside, our materials are some of the best in the industry. You guys already know that. Head into your local Sam's. Make sure you're getting that deal. Head over to Michael's if you're looking for a last-minute gift and you're wanting to give somebody an awesome Juliet. Make sure you're entering the giveaway. And last but not least, we love you. Stay creative. Anna, what do you have?
How are these people going to find out if they won or not?
Ooh, on Friday. Well, I said the extravaganza on Friday, but the part of the extravaganza, as I was saying that there's giveaways and all that's going to be the giveaway on Friday. So the winners will be announced on Friday. And you know what? Maybe we get, hey, St. Johan, you want to do the giveaway on Friday? Oh, yeah, sure. Look at Johan's going to announce the giveaway winner. So Johan, if you're watching right now, you're going to be announcing the giveaway winners here on Friday, back on the Siser YouTube, Instagram, and IG platform. We're going to have some fun. Is that it? Wrapping up. Cool. All right, they're yelling at me. Oh, wait, we didn't even press this. As we're signing out, I'm going to press one of these last ones, and we're good. You guys stay creative. We love you. We'll see you next time. Bye, everybody.